You've DM'd for Dragon Friends before.
Yes.
I am usually, I would argue, a control freak. I send you notes, we talk about it beforehand.
Is that how you think of yourself?
Yeah.
There's already people saying you and I have sibling energy in the chat.
Great.
This has always happened.
But I know fuck all about what's happening tonight. You've done this, because this is what Gribbits Detective Agency is about. Maybe Carlo will DM at one point, maybe Demi, maybe nobody else at this table.
Too busy having a fucking career.
Yeah, fair enough. 3, 2, internet. The city of Waterdeep. The city once of splendors, now not so good, as they say in the old country. A city laid low by the despotic rule of a vampire count who let it go to absolute shit. Yes, it's not the place that it once was, and down in the dock quarter, once known as the dock quarter, still known as the dock quarter, for it is near the docks lies the Beggar's Court, a ramshackle collection of buildings where all the people who are having a bad time live. They wish they could live somewhere else, but their lives are bad, so they live in the bad place, and that is why their lives are bad. It's going great.
You can't
It's going great, right?
It's good.
Down an alley and round a corner and upstairs, up a set of stairs.
Cinematic.
Lies.
It's like I was there.
Through a door, round to the left, then the second door on the right. You will find Drambuie's Whiskey Bar, where Drambuie's.
Not a sponsor of this
No,
stream.
not a sponsor.
You didn't name the first location of your adventure?
Drambuie's. I did not name the location. Drambuie's Whiskey Bar, an old favourite watering hole of the grey-whiskered man, Mr. Vinegar Pims, who sits with his feet up on a table, sipping a dram of Drambuie. And in the bloody seats next to him, oh man, I should have prepared more.
No.
You write the beginnings down, don't you, Dave? That's why they sound so right.
Keep going.
That's perfect.
Vinegar Pims, the erstwhile... you just make up words. The erstwhile lieutenant of the Gribbits Detective Agency sits next to two old friends. A little goat-legged satyr and an even greyer bearded man. And they all bloody sit around...
Doesn't have a beard, does he?
Doesn't have a beard? Whiskered? Not even a little...
It's whiskered, yes.
Yeah, whiskered.
Stubble.
Did I say beards?
Yeah.
I've got choppies.
You don't know what I said. I'm going to watch
actually,
this.
I've got choppies.
You've got
I've got choppies.
Oh, you've got lamb chops?
I've got choppies.
Selma Fadi has a little soul patch.
Lamb
Oh, do I have a
chops?
little so much as well?
Yeah.
A
Where's
soul patch.
where's my picture of me?
Oh, it's on the back of your thing.
Yes. Oh, I thought
And
I
you
had...
don't have choppies.
I don't have choppies.
You don't have choppies. Well, we can add them in.
I got...
Who am I?
Who am I?
I don't understand. What's happened?
So, three old friends sit in Drambuie's Whiskey Bar, reminiscing of the first time they met.
Do you remember the first time we met?
That's a good topic for discussion. You know, every time I come here to Drambuie's Whiskey Bar, down the alley, up the stair, through the door, and through the little door on the right, I always think, how did we come to be here?
Yes.
What is our names?
said Dietrich Hanwald, cleric of the god that he worships. Shantea, the bloody god of wheat.
Harvest.
The harvest. Yeah, wheat, also zucchinis. Other things that you can harvest. Beans. Mm-hmm. Literally anything you could harvest, this god is the god of. What were you saying, Dietrich?
I mean, your character.
Yes.
Gesturing towards Selma Fart.
Farte.
She corrects him. A paladin.
When he didn't
get
say...
Okay, he didn't get... Oh, yeah, all right.
He said...
This is going good.
And your character. It's actually Farte. I heard you think it.
Yes, I was always thinking, Selma Fate, we've known each other, what, 7 years now?
7.5.
It goes like the blinking of an eye.
It goes like a rainstorm that's quite quick.
It goes like the reaping of a cornfield at the end of March.
Goes like a button down a drain.
Oh, I love swapping metaphors with you, Selma, here in Dow.
And yet we all
Dewey's Whiskey Bar.
and yet we all stopped drinking together. Why was that?
Yeah. What? Why?
But none of them can remember at this second. But then they take a minute to think about it. Vinegar Pimm's, famously a man of hirsute memory.
Did you say hairy memory?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you got a furry
Never
brain, dude?
He never
Make it
forgets.
canonical that my character has a furry brain.
Yeah.
Vinegar Pims, you never forget a beard.
You've got none. You've got a small one.
Quick, what
No-
color?
Don't look, don't peek.
It's like an orangey red. You've got no sideburns. You've got nothing under that fucking red hat. You're bald. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. He never forgets somebody's facial hair.
And doesn't that make friendship?
And here's to that.
So hairy is Vinegar Pimm's brain. Vinegar Pimm's brain that he has forgotten in his stupor, or somewhat fuzzy stupor, that he has summoned his friends because he is recruiting operatives, detectives, as it were, for the Gribbits Detective
You have to see these agents that I'm working with. Absolute children and muppets, a lot of them. Janice Meir had some kind of cockable plan to protect the beggars court, and he's left me with idiot children, which is why I'm going to need both of your help to whip them into
You
shape.
can't solve a crime with children. That was the mistake we made with the Wilson Strangler.
You are okay, right? You are okay?
Oh, yes.
I asked you, when I sent you a message, with two questions. One was, I'm putting a team together, are you in? And
Which
second,
wasn't a question, and I think we...
But second, don't reply to this if you're not okay. Some weirdness went down when I saw you last,
Yeah.
and if you haven't worked through it, I've got no time
I've
for
worked through it. I've gotten past that little ditch, little abyss into which I sank deep, deep into the darkness and saw deep within myself the manifolds holding together the
Okay, so
facade.
he's okay.
I'm not okay.
Well, I assumed you when I left you, everything was going perfectly in your life. You were about to start out at the temple of, was it Gond?
Yes, it was gone.
Gond? The temple of Gond?
But now it's gone, and I don't know what to do about it. I got addicted to very little cakes. It's all I can think about.
Right,
The
very...
little one's name was Billy. He was about 11 years old. We gave him a rifle.
We just sent him out.
We just sent him out into the fields.
Okay, so you're both okay. Look, it's good enough for me, and he has this little sack, a little haversack, a little one-string sack. It's a little...
Sack, a little
little
sack.
sack.
It's a little sack.
A little sack, a little hat.
Little
It's like a little
sack.
sack.
Little
Like a little
sack.
one-string stack. Like with one string.
It's got a little
got one string, it's
got
a
a one-string
sack.
sack. So
Yeah.
you understand what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I get it.
sack.
He's
Yeah.
got a one-string sack, and he pulls out
I'm
of it...
sorry, how big was the sack?
It's little. It's got one string. And he,
String on
he
it.
pulls out of it 2 yellowed envelopes embossed with a seal with a mark of the Beggar King. And he goes, anyway, that's for you. And that's for you.
Interesting.
I wouldn't ask you to do it unless it was an emergency. And obviously I wouldn't ask you to do it if I didn't know that the coin wasn't there. You'll both be paid, and you'll be paid well.
One coin is not enough.
No, it's a figure of speech.
One
Selma.
coin? You expect us to work for one
No,
coin?
No.
One coin each, or a coin to share?
When we worked on the Wilson Strangler, we were paid at least 400 gold pieces.
Yeah,
Plus whatever we could carry.
Okay, well, this again, it's
So many little tiny cakes.
okay, it's an expression. 500 gold coins per 30-day period. Are we okay? You okay? You choking? Oh, did you put a little cake in your mouth when I turned to the side? Well, if you didn't open your mouth.
Blah, 50 cakes.
And as all the
Yeah,
cakes,
50 cakes on the floor.
as all of the cakes pour out of, and they just seem to keep
Is this
pouring out of-
Dungeons and Dragons?
This is Dungeons and Dragons. This is the world building of which you so famously speak at times that I've heard you speak of. And just as all of the cakes spill onto the floor, the door of Drambuie's whiskey bar opens, and a woman in her mid-70s bursts through the
Horrible
door.
thing to say about Hing's character.
Bursts through the door, and right behind her is none other than Deathlich. Towing behind her, and the woman says, "Where is he? Where is he? Where is my son? That no good for nothing? There he is. I should have known I'd find you on the drink."
Dietrich, is this your mother?
No, and it's no other than Marilla Pims, Vinegar Pims's mother. I went round that clubhouse that you call an home, and this child said I could find you here.
Okay, first off, mother, it's not a clubhouse, it's an agency. And
Oh,
what are you doing
whatever
here?
you think it is. Well, what do you think? A mother can't come and see her son?
I'm at work.
Oh, this is working, is it? Having a few drinks, this is working? You haven't even introduced me to your friends.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Oh, cakes, is it? Oh, yummy. Oh.
Yes, I shouldn't be.
You're
But
talking about the wet sodden pile of half-chewed
Oh,
cake.
lovely. Oh, bake that yourself.
Mother, this is, I suppose, Selma Fate.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, anyway, yes. And you?
Dietrich Hanwald,
Oh.
obliged.
Oh, you're a tall glass of wine, aren't you? Oh.
Deathlich, why is my mother here?
Oh, if I was a younger woman, I've had a piece of you. How come you never introduced me to your good-looking friends?
What are you talking about? He's haunted by the pallor of crimes that he obviously would sooner forget.
Well, you don't have to tell me about that, you know what I mean?
It was little Billy's face that was the one that stuck with me.
Oh, tell me more.
It was the apple orchard.
Oh, take me down the apple orchard any day.
Mother, get yourself.
Anyway, enough chit-chat.
I don't like the way you said chit-chat.
Chit-chat.
It's too saucy, mother.
Oh, well, look, I'll see you. Anyway, I need you to do something for me, son, because what good are sons if they're not doing jobs for their mothers?
Go on.
My friend, Nancy. She, what was that? What was that swear word about? I'll have none of that
You want me to go with
language.
my mum?
Language from you.
No, it's just you're clearly friends with a pedophile.
What?
His name is Nancy.
It's a her?
Her
Does that
name's
make a
Nancy.
difference to you? Is it, what
I
about
think it's-
not?
I
women
think he's
can
pronounced-
be pedophiles.
I think she's pronouncing Nancy
No,
in a weird way.
it's Nancy.
Like if I were to pronounce
Nancy.
it, if it was spelled as a German word, I would say Nancy.
What's her? I don't know this Nancy.
She's my friend from Bridge.
Nancy who?
Nancy Myerson.
Oh, Nancy Myerson.
No, Nancy.
Nancy.
Myerson.
I'm really happy to call her Nancy from now on.
Yeah, not Nancy. All right. Anyway, the point is, she always come to Bridge every Wednesday, and she never showed up.
Which bridge?
The Bridge game down at the Elder Centre.
Oh, is that the one
Oh.
you guys play on the Harbour Bridge?
What?
What?
The game? Never mind. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry.
No, go on. I think we all want to hear.
Fucking
If it's good enough for your mates, it's good enough for the class.
fucked it again, you fucking moron.
All right. Yes. Well, go on. Beat yourself up. Save me the bother.
Fucking moron.
All right. Yes. Correct. All right then. Here's the address. Now, here's the address, and she hands you a chit that she's written. It's the back of a coupon.
Can't do
Where she
anything
says, "Oh, actually, give me that back," and she writes it down on your hand with a knife the address. She carves the address into your arm.
That's gonna stick.
Yeah, that's the address of her house. Just go down there and check on her if you would.
Right, but I'm kind of on work for His Lordship the Beggar King, Janus Mir.
Oh yeah, well he owes me.
The Beggar King owes you, my mum.
Absolutely. I babysat him when he was in night diapers.
I find that very
I
hard
was
to
his-
believe.
I was his wet nurse.
Excuse
Oh.
me.
When he was a baby.
Yeah. What?
He has two heads.
No, that was alternating.
It's good to. You need to rest the nipples because they get very sore.
Absolutely right. Oh, this man knows how to treat a woman. Oh,
Excuse me.
well, he knows that they get
Excuse
sensitive.
me?
What? Excuse me. Can you stay out of my business, please? I have been touched in years, and I'm not having you fucking it up for me. All right.
You do need to rest the nipples, though.
That's absolutely
So
right.
much
It's a
worse
big
than I
part.
thought it would be.
Part of it. It's a big part of it because that people joke, but one tit does get empty, and then you have to use the other one.
Yeah, you can't just redistribute. There's not a tube.
No,
back there.
That's
Not
what
a back
I'm
tit.
telling you, David.
There's not a back way.
It's like when you cycle the crops in a paddock. You need to make sure that every paddock is cycling different
Give
crops
me
at
more.
different times.
Cycle my
Cycle.
crops.
We don't have time for your fallow systems.
I genuinely cyclops in a paddock.
Cycle crops.
Oh,
The few.
Cycle
Cycle
crops. Like
Yeah, I
a
know.
crop cycle.
I was pretending to misunderstand.
Okay.
Definitely. I'm embarrassed. Time to go.
All right.
All right, you bunch of drunks, get out of here and follow my friend.
What was the saying? I didn't know.
Nancy Mason.
Nancy
Meyerson.
Mason.
What is this?
She's a
Briswick Tenement. Is that right?
yeah, the Briswick tenement. That's what I carved, didn't I?
Just trying to help.
Oh.
In point of order,
Yes.
when Vinegar Pims
Yes.
had the address carved into his arm, that was, I guess, an uncontested strike, I imagine.
Yeah.
Does Dave have to roll some sort of damage?
I don't
Yeah,
have much
that's true.
constitution,
That's
so
true.
That's unfortunate
That's
for you,
probably
isn't it?
D10.
D10 damage?
no, it's it's a D10.
quite
You're the
severe
dungeon
cut.
master, but that is that is on par with a heavy strike from a two-handed sword.
1 point of damage.
All right,
1 point
that's
of damage.
Still a lot for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what
You're
I've
doing great.
discovered by
Yes.
playing this is that level 1 characters are bullshit.
Yeah, they suck. They
When we started
really.
Dragon Friends, I think we started them at level 3 or something, didn't we?
Nope. No. But I think we leveled up every show for 2 months.
Right, okay.
Yeah, this sucks. I hate this. All right, I take a hit.
I had
point.
really good stats, but they were taken away from me, so...
So
story?
you set off down the stairs, around the corner, and out the lane as your mother shoos you and your friends out of the bar and into the street.
Stop hitting me with your shoe.
Stop being a bad son.
I'm literally doing this because you
Yeah.
asked me to.
The
on
pain
the
I
way-
went through to bring you into this world.
On their way to the tenements, Deathlich is going to take the opportunity to try and get to know his new colleagues.
Great.
So first of all, he's going to turn to Dietrich. Is that his name?
Dietrich, you were saying before you used to be a lot stronger and have a lot more power, but you lost it recently.
That's right, yes.
What happened to you?
I was playing in a river. In the winter time, the river was frozen. I slipped. I put out an arm to protect myself,
Yeah.
and I damaged the back of my shoulder. Quite severely.
Hey, which way did you slip? Did you slip?
I slipped backwards and I put out my arm,
Oh, and then
and it damaged
which shoulder? That shoulder?
the
The left shoulder?
the left shoulder.
So an impact to your arm behind you
That's right.
damaged your shoulder, even though your hand hit the ground.
Yes,
first.
my scapula was torn, just torn right off.
Wow. Okay. Well, that is
So I lost a lot of strength and confidence in my body.
unfortunately that is all the time we have for your character development.
Demi,
It was
would you
good to
make,
chat.
Demi, would you make a perception check, please?
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna roll the big one. The
Roll
big
the big
roundy
dice.
boy.
Big one.
Big round boy.
Thank you, Dave. What is mine? I don't know what my stats are.
Well, what did you need?
I can see the. Don't try and hide the dice from me. You've got pen on your face, Dave.
Yeah,
You got a lot of pen. It's getting more and more.
If you
Can I-
hear me,
how much-
Dave, you've got
wait.
pen here.
Dave, can you show me your face?
Can we do the other side so at least you
No.
have a little puppet boy
Yeah,
chin?
draw a little goatee, Dave.
Oh no! This is no
Oh,
good.
we
How
could have
did
made
I-
you a ventriloquist
how
if
did
we
I
did it on the
do
other
that?
side. I
Oh.
don't know.
You notice, Demi, as you're walking, as Selma Fart is walking.
I'm never going to respect you as a DM again.
Oh, pen face. You smell the familiar.
Pen all over me.
Yeah.
What happened?
What do you? It's these gel pens. You smell the
Try to make him feel better. No, it's the pen.
it's the pen smell.
Yeah.
You smell the familiar scent of buttercream on the wind.
Fellows, I am weak.
You're what?
I am weak.
What do your senses tell you?
And as you say that to me, my eyes roll back and I begin hovering even on my little goat. On the
You're
scent.
riding.
Oh, you're riding a goat.
I ride a little goat. His name's Alan Lardner, so don't kill him because that was my dead dad's name. So we're.
Hope you heard that.
Boy, oh boy.
It's a goat or a ghost?
It's a yes, and
A
we're
ghost?
floating, and we're floating on the scent. I've got very strong thighs, so the goat isn't taken by the scent, but I am, and I'm floating on the scent.
And so you drag the goat.
As you're hovering away, I yank the tail of the goat, and I said,
Okay.
I thought you said you were over these cakes.
I thought I was, sir. However,
Um,
it's taken me again.
Can I just sidebar here? You've obviously made an early decision about this character voice. How are you feeling? I want to check in several times over the show.
This actually feels great. This
Okay,
one,
great.
because I'm
great.
not screaming.
I'd like to make a point of order as well,
Yes.
if possible.
Yes.
At the point where Dave's character grabs the tail of the goat, is that an opportunity for the goat to do an attack of opportunity?
Yeah,
If
probably
you-
would be. Probably would
No,
be.
Hang on, I've
probably-
already been stabbed.
You grabbed the tail of Alan Lardner, who
Yeah.
must not be
Harmed.
harmed in any way. So that's probably.
Dexterity 16.
All right.
so-
Well, I guess you can make a dexterity saving throw. I would say.
What's the DC?
Well, why don't you roll and then I'll tell you what
That
the DC
seems
is.
like
Dave.
bullshit.
Yeah, it
Well,
does seem like bullshit, doesn't it, Dave? Doesn't it, Dave?
I rolled an 18.
you nimbly dodge into the foot. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. You dodge out of the way.
Fuck, I hit myself again with the pen.
Dude, how are you doing this?
I'm gonna just, you put your lid on.
Yeah, because
that's
I
how
don't
you-
plan on taking notes.
That's how you do it, Dave. There is a stall, a cake stall that you come across, and there's a man at the cake stall, and he says, "I'm selling cakes."
I would hope so.
Yeah, this is a cake stall, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a cake stall.
When I saw it, there's nothing here that tells me you said anything else.
Yeah, why did you
In
want
fact,
something else?
the fact that you said it makes me think that this is perhaps a ruse. I
what-
want to roll a.
Yeah.
Perception check.
An insight check.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, you can roll an insight check.
Ooh, pretty
What's
good.
that?
15 plus. It'll take me a long time, but is it going to be more than 15?
You get the sneaking suspicion that he is selling something other than cakes.
Whether
What?
he's primarily selling cakes or not, I must be restrained.
Oh, really?
I'm
You
gonna-
don't want one?
Do a perception check to see what the size of the cakes on offer are.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
You can't tell the difference at all. It's all just a blur of colors to you.
Look, he's like got his hands on the glass. He's like,
I wish I could tell, but they are opposite. I have no depth perception either. Possibly comprehend the size
Is
of
that? I
this.
was going to ask. Is that some kind of new cool mask you're wearing?
I can't.
It seems to be playing havoc with your depth perception, my
yeah,
friend.
the mask is of the original Evangelion.
Unit 1.
the big chin and the spiky. That's cool, man. Yeah, so you've got your suspicions that he's like, why are you looking at me so suspicious?
What else are you selling besides cakes?
I don't know what you're talking about. He's
Free
obviously-
hands.
What?
Free hands.
You biscuits?
Did you say free
Yeah,
hands?
maybe. No, free hands, you idiot.
Free hands.
Free hands.
I'll take some
I
free
think he
hands.
means-
Free arms. Free arms.
That's
Croissant.
3 hands.
Free arms.
3 arms. Is it? How many
Three.
arms? Is it 4?
Look, you want cakes or not? There's a line forming behind you.
We are the line.
Yeah, well, what if someone else comes along? It'll be 5 deep. Actually, why don't you stick around? It'll look like I'm very popular.
Listen, there was a woman went missing near here. Maybe, I don't know. It's like we haven't even got to her house yet.
Yeah, I've made the mistake of putting in a distraction before the mission. I thought we would be running out anyway. We'll go on.
Nancy Meyerson.
Nancy Meyerson, she's my best customer. That's why there's so many cakes here. Normally buys them all up.
There's not many cakes here. What are you talking
Hey,
about?
hey, are you eating my cakes?
I don't know what you mean. Which cakes?
And that's not a constitution check?
No, I think that's got to be a deception check. I imagine that you did actually.
Sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand check to see if you stealed the cakes without him seeing it.
Stealed.
Stole.
So the big dice
Motherfucker
get
said
Stellan.
Stole
Pick one.
it.
You gotta go. Yep.
Stolode.
I don't know I still don't know what my stats are.
Well, you've got them on your phone, but you've chosen to look at the Twitch chat.
Hold on, it says 11. Let me
Get
check
the
really
thing
quick.
open. You've got the thing.
I am. Fuck.
Twitch chat, how am I doing? I'm not looking at the
You want
Twitch
a little
chat. I don't know.
stealth
It's
check?
the
You want a
only
little
positive
stealth check as a
comments.
treat?
Thank you very much.
Little stealth
I
check.
want a stealth check
Or-
as a treat.
All right,
Get out all that
little
hate
stealth
now.
check. So we go here.
While I'm not looking.
And then we go into your skills.
You boys
And
want to
your
buy some cakes?
skills,
I want to talk
you've
to
got
you
a
about the
little sleight
cake
of
business
hand.
while they're working
Okay.
And then
this
you rolled
out.
an 11.
Why
which
did you
is plus
choose
0,
cakes?
So it's an 11. There you
Well,
go. We rolled
I-
11
Zero?
twice.
My mother
Oh.
always said
You're
I
not a
was
thief.
I got 2 11s.
You're a
sweet.
paladin.
Oh,
Hang on.
the fuck is
This
a
is going to be
paladin?
incomprehensible to people trying to watch this.
We've broken down into 3
Have you made the
conversations.
sleight of hand check?
11.
Yes.
11.
22.
No, you no.
I rolled 2 11s, David.
You're adding. What you're doing there is you're adding the dice roll to what you got on your phone. It's 11.
Actually,
11.
told me that I wasn't allowed.
Hey. What?
Oh.
22.
22. It was what it
22.
was, yep.
Well, you did successfally steal a cake.
All right, now do a deception
Now
check.
you got to deceive him that it's a different
No.
cake that you're eating.
I'll just do it on my phone. This is what I was going to do
is
to
this
begin
what's
with.
happening?
What do I do, David?
Deception.
You
Find
roll
deception
it.
on that
Deception.
list.
Roll the check.
Begins with a D.
That's right.
Now, what do I do?
It
Bitches?
sure
The
does.
button on the side. You're very good at deception.
4.
For those of you just tuning in, I don't know what I'm doing.
12. 12.
12? You're a stinking liar, he says to you. You're a cake thief, and you or one of your mates is gonna pay.
We were having a conversation about why he got into the cake business.
Oh,
He's-
because my mother always told me I was sweet, so it made sense.
It doesn't seem very sweet to be making us pay for cakes when don't you get joy from seeing people enjoy them?
Did you eat another cake?
No.
You were just telling us that your best customer, Nancy Meyerson, hasn't been eating as many cakes as you would normally.
And it never occurred to you to go and pay her a little call?
What the hell is this? A delivery bakery? I think not. It's a stall. If I leave the stall, people will just steal the cakes from the
Listen,
stall.
buddy.
Listen to me. If anyone's going to be pointing, it's me who's pointing. You put your finger down right now.
Bag opening sound. Arm sweeping cakes into bag sound.
Is this an intimidation check?
You can make an intimidation check, and you can make a sleight of hand check to me.
Okay.
I rolled a 16.
16. Hey. All right, well, I guess you can keep pointing your finger at me, but just know that it's an intimidating thing, and you've made me uncomfortable.
What I'm trying to say is your best customer has not shown up. You haven't done the right thing, so you've got to tell us now where she lives, I guess. Is it the Briswick tenement? We already know that. Hang on.
I've got her address written on your
And give
own.
us some money. And give us some money. I've changed my
I'm not
mind.
giving you any money.
Fuck!
Absolutely not.
I want to, here's my negotiation
All
for
right.
you.
Yeah, I'm good at this.
What happens to all the cakes that normally Nancy would be eating? Do you throw them away?
No, they go to the orphanage. Where
Well,
the
then
poor
we should absolutely pay this man. What you have done is a crime.
Oh,
I
where
don't
are all
have-
the cakes gone?
I don't have any parents.
Oh,
I
guess
think they
that's-
should go
Then
to
I
me.
guess the circle is full, and we will bid you adieu.
Oh.
Wiedersehen.
Should we kill him? Does he know too much?
I will. I think
The world
Deathwitch-
needs
what-
sweets.
Just as we're leaving, as the other three wander off towards the tenement,
Yes.
Deathwitch is going to stay behind and be like,
What's your name, Baker?
My name's Harry Baker.
honestly, he's got a stab at that.
Simon Baker.
We'll go again. Honestly, we'll go again. This time,
22 Bakers.
Okay. Wait.
all right.
Everybody, shut up. I'm thinking of a very good name now.
Okay, just
Okay.
in your head, just remember. And often it's good just to start with the walk. You know when you build
It's,
your
Don't
character.
need to riff on bread.
His name
Don't riff on
is...
bread.
I mean,
Don't riff on bread. Riffing on bread would be a mistake.
His
Which
name-
part of the body does this person? Okay, ready? In your head.
His name
3,
is
2, 1.
Gatto.
What's your name, Baker boy?
Gatto Croquembouche.
The both of us. That sucks. That sucks.
Is it good? It's a
No,
good name.
it's not
What?
because it's
What?
Gatto.
Yeah, that's cake.
That's why it sucks.
And then Croquembouche.
Which is also cake.
What if it was
What
just
if-
Harry Gatto?
Why? What if
What
it
if it was
Harry
cake?
Fishmonger would have been a good name.
He doesn't know what his dad did.
What, doesn't he? Well, I assume it runs in the family.
What about like Mr. Tits?
How
What about Mr. Your name is Mr. Tits.
Your name's Mr. Tits, and it is
All right.
said.
Oh, Mr. Tits the baker. Mr. Tits the cake
Jebediah
man.
Tits.
Jebediah Tits. Mr. Jebediah.
Can I say that I hate my character? I've just been doing it and now I feel like I know them and I hate her.
You can't.
She sucks.
It's too late.
I had literally half a year to make this character.
Jebediah.
Oh.
I've printed the book. The character stayed.
Okay. Maybe she can go through some trauma and like change her personality because I hate her really.
So as now that he knows the person's name, he says,
Well, Jebediah, if we find your best customer, maybe as a reward I can have this cake stall.
What, my entire livelihood?
Welcome to the chair. by
My
the way.
entire livelihood.
Yes, I would like the entire cake stall.
Now look, I'll
You're
give
going to
you.
say no.
Wait,
He's going to say, well, you should let me roll for it.
If you bring her back, you can have one cake. Just pick the size.
and he calls back to me.
He knows too much. We need to know.
You roll for initiative.
I mean, if you want.
It would be a surprise attack. You wouldn't have to roll for
Oh,
initiative,
okay.
right?
All right. So
He's
how,
just a baker. Selling baked goods.
To orphans!
What do your characters have against bakers?
Oh, yeah, you were a baker. No, your character. I was a baker.
You were the baker.
Frieza was a baker. All right. So I'm going to roll an attack. Death is just going to take out his katana.
Hang on, what do you need that for?
It's
What?
a
I don't
surprise
want
attack.
combank. I want
Surprise attack.
D&D Beyond.
Did you say combang?
Yeah, I was trying to look up.
Come back.
I'm trying to look up
What is-
common. It's too. I don't need.
He's an unarmed
Well, you haven't
commoner.
made an encounter for him to murder the
No,
baker.
I
Is he an unarmed commoner?
Well, he's a baker.
Come back
So-
actually has pretty reasonable rates.
Okay, so I rolled a 14.
Yeah.
Does that hit?
Now, before
Yes.
being hit, can I? Because are you attacking with a weapon?
Yes, it's a.
So during the
it's a
swing,
great-
can I take an opportunity to cast Sanctuary on
This
the
isn't
baker?
initiative. This is opposed initiative.
It's opposed initiative, I suppose. It's opposed initiative.
15, I got.
17. Actually.
Oh.
Sorry, baker.
So
I tried.
Make your attack roll.
Yeah,
Can I just ask a quick question,
Yeah.
sidebar here? And this is
Yeah.
obviously digging deep into Grib Pig's lore. But your character has arrived, presumably, after knowing that that you and everyone at the agency has been fingered by.
Excuse me?
Excuse me.
No, I'm not going to.
Twice.
I'm not going to let you. No, has collared.
High five, yeah.
Everyone in the agency was collared by the watch because you were named by Tommy Trotwood.
Yeah.
So you're coming basically
What
a
kind
wanted
of sex
man.
thing is collared?
As I stick a collar in your pussy.
Yeah, high five.
Yeah. Woo!
But you're basically coming into this thinking you're already a marked man.
Exactly. At this point, it's like the cops are already after me. I've killed
Yeah.
cops before, I imagine.
Not imagine! You did it last week.
What's the difference between a cop and a baker selling goods to orphans?
Pretty similar.
Giving them to orphans.
Yeah,
damage?
giving
Does
them
that kill it?
actually.
10 damage. So as the anime blade of Deathlich slices through Mr. Jebediah Tits.
Well drawn.
well,
Fully fledged.
the sweetest man in the beggar's court who only gave his the proceeds of his bakery to orphans. As the blade slices through his chest, spilling his guts upon the ground, a spell of sanctuary seals the blood in his body. If only it had come.
I wasn't going to cast it if I couldn't get in there
Oh, you know?
in time.
No.
Smells like-
Oh, he said,
What? Too late.
Deathless, what the hell have you done?
Not again.
I was following orders. You said he might know too much, so I quizzed him. He knew too much.
What
You
did he? What
didn't
did he
I'm
know
know?
pretty sure
anything.
you said he knows too much.
What did he know?
All
What?
right, hang on. Deception check on Dave, then I guess.
Okay, you're trying to see.
I rolled a 1.
Maybe I did say that.
5 then. 5 is what I rolled. 3 plus 2 is 5.
Truly a challenge of the minds.
You both just kiss on the mouth or something and don't talk about it again.
Mwah.
All right, I suppose you were right. He obviously knew too much. Well, I guess this means that you own the bakery now.
I do. This is good.
Just like wheat is threshed to make flour, so must blood into the earth from this baker's soul.
But what are we going to do about the body? Hang on, I think there's a bathtub down. Oh, never mind.
All right, so
How did you do that?
He resembled a
Death is
little
just going to
cake.
put a closed for the day sign on the cake stall.
Okay.
How's your adventure going?
Oh, I'm gonna go fucking nuts in there.
And then
how are you making this sign?
It's like the back. It's like the closed sign. or whatever.
Fondant.
It's on the-
You can make anything out of fondant.
Okay.
It's just the closed sign that we usually.
Yeah, but you fucking shouldn't. Have you been on the anti-fondant Reddit?
Really?
Oh my god.
Is it bad for the environment?
No, they just don't like it.
Don't like it.
They love buttercream. Fucking love
Not
it.
fondant.
They're like, look how good it looks. Fondant looks like shit. Look
So
at this shitty little
You
Yoda
can't make
someone
shit
made.
out of buttercream.
So
you
let's
can make anything
we'll make
out
a
of
sign.
fondant.
We'll
Fondant
make a
doesn't
sign
taste
out of
good.
fondant.
What are you gonna make a sign out of fondant?
I mean, unless you have
Okay.
a sign.
And it's just the sign.
I just feel like I object to this whole thing, this murder that we've just done. I just want to
Oh,
speak
shut
up.
up, Dietrich. We're in too deep.
All right, I'll take a couple of croissants.
Now you're in it too.
So you're in a little.
You saw what I was doing. You didn't do anything, man.
I tried.
You didn't. I saw you. There was a sparkle at your fingertips, and then I saw in your eyes. I'll keep this spell slot. That's what you thought.
Ambivalence.
He's right.
You're a paladin. You're
don't
literally
fucking know what
meant
that
to be the
means.
physical embodiment of good. You are the only character class in Dungeons & Dragons that is literally not allowed to stand by while the weak are punished by the evil.
Oh yeah, but Selma's tired.
All right, so I'll put it. I use the regular closed sign.
Yes.
That's on in the usual bakery. I say we're closed, and then we go to the tenements. I
You just. What do you do with the body?
put it in the oven.
Well, I ate it first of all. I think we okay.
Oh, okay. No, if it's been eaten, it's been
It's
eaten.
been eaten, but also I would like us to.
How are you eating a full
Did
body?
you not hear me saying yum yum yum? And
No, but
also,
how do you do that though?
So weren't you full of cakes by then?
Yeah.
oh,
All right,
no.
constitution-
How long's it been?
Semafate is basically an uninterrupted tube.
Yeah, I
Unimpeded.
don't have swallowing muscles. It just goes.
It's like an earthworm. She's propelled by her own waist.
Oh, is that how they move?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
they wriggle.
Yeah, but they go through dirt that is solid, and if you think about it, there's always an earthworm-shaped hole in the dirt, and that's because they open up more of the hole in front of them, and they close up more of the hole behind them.
With the
With their turds.
Mm-hmm.
They're just a thin tube of flesh.
They're a
I'd-
tube.
I'd really like it because I didn't know what a paladin was. So I'd really like it if we go into the cake shop and find out that he was racist or something.
Okay, yeah. In the cake shop, you see all of the medals that he got
For racism?
For racism.
Okay, cool.
The most racist baker.
I didn't know the Boy Scouts gave out medals for racism.
I didn't know you could get it more than one semester.
Yeah.
I felt badly, but now I feel kind of relieved that
Yeah.
this man is dead.
And there's heaps of like skeletons but made of fondant because there was a
What is a
there was
baker waff?
there was a Halloween fete coming up
Uh-huh.
and he'd made lots of fondant skeletons for the children.
Okay.
But then there's more medals of him being a
Of
bad-
racism.
Yeah, racism medals that it was all a ruse. Yeah, you can all feel
Who would have
totally
thought that
assuaged.
Jebediah Tits was a bad man?
was a bad man. Okay, so you throw his body in the oven?
Yeah, if Demi.
You gotta leave the oven on, or we're gonna go?
Oh, low. Leave it on low.
Yeah, I don't have to eat it.
Yeah, okay.
It's a baker's oven. I mean, it's gonna cook it. It's gonna be cooking bread at what, 240?
But if we put it on low.
260?
Would you have a hot room? No, because it's not ceramics. So how would you?
You should
what?
I mean, it's a
Dehydrated?
wood-fired oven. It's gonna
Yeah.
be secure.
It's gonna be fine.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be all sealed.
It's not hot enough to melt
Is the
bone,
oven
but
going to be? Is the oven going to be big enough for a body?
You gotta cram it in there a little bit.
Well, we could cut it up.
Okay, you could.
I'm not cutting a body up. I might be a failed priest, but that's a step too far.
You also only have a hammer, so that would be difficult. That would be extremely
Yeah.
difficult as well.
I'm not. You could make a schnitzel out of this guy.
What's some panko breadcrumbs?
Yeah.
Let's just gonna grab Dietrich by the collar and be like,
So what happened? You can't believe this now. You're part of this. You're part of this.
He was just a baker.
All you had to do at Drambuie's whiskey bar was walk away.
Mr. Vinegar Pims told me we'd be fighting crime. That's how this whole thing began. I just went there for a drink because I have some really horrible things that happened in my past that I'm trying to forget.
Like what?
All right, what I do is, I suppose.
Name several.
I suppose what we do is we cut off the baker's arms and legs. We find like a tub.
What do we cut them off with?
Well,
Our weapons, I guess.
no. There'd be like
What
a
do you
bread
have?
knife.
Oh my god! I'm going out the front. I'm gonna drink, and I'm not gonna say anything. But I just want you to know I'm not in the room.
Let's just go lock the door.
And then we find like a tub that's like Lysol, fill it with Lysol and quicklime. We leave the body in there, and we'll come back for it in about 36
How
hours.
come we never...
Compress it into a cube and then put it in the oven.
Okay, Lysol?
Lysol and quicklime.
Where are
yeah.
you getting Lysol and quicklime from?
Well, they probably use quicklime because they.
At the bakers?
Yeah,
What?
because they probably.
For all the bodies.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's a
All right, guys,
Oh,
look.
He's a racist bad man, and you find all of the things you need to dispose of a body. And also, yeah, and your conscience is clear. It's totally fine.
And so maybe
Everyone
some
feels
money?
good. Yeah, and there's money there. Money,
We're
there's money.
robbing him now? He used to give the bread that he didn't sell to orphans.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just to the white orphans.
Oh, God.
He was a racist man. That's why he had to die.
Is anybody into this?
We'll have to find out. And as these detectives, having successfully disposed of the body of a man who they thought was innocent but turned out wasn't innocent, arrive at the front of Nancy Myerson's house. What will they find behind the door of Nancy Myerson? Will she be there even? Will anyone be home?
You gotta give us the address. You gave us what we wanted.
Find
We
out.
didn't need to stop at the bread cellar.
I think Vinegar Pimps knew where his mum's friend lived.
It's carved on your arm.
What
We
will
got
happen?
nothing from killing that man.
Find out
Well.
right after these messages. We'll be right back for the second half. Pew, 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 pew.